Hey, and for all you who bring up love languages, I know y'all not reading the book. I know you.
You can tell they not reading the book.
I know you went online. Love languages. That's my bad. See, let me get this off.
Now, go. Come on, man. Come on.
Love languages. You need to learn your partner's love language and work with their love language. You feel me? For them, nobody cares what your love language is. You need to know your partner's. If your partner likes quality time, then you spend quality time with your partner to fill up their tank.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't be out here walking around like, man, my love language gifts. Why ain't he give me gifts? This ain't got nothing to do with you. What are you doing for them?
Right.
That's what the whole thing about the love language. What are you doing for your partner?
Yeah. But we're so selfish. Our culture is so selfish that people are because that's what people go and look for, the love languages. What's mine? How do I
ain't got nothing to do with you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another week of the Real Deal podcast. Clap it up, clap it up, clap it up. Just to address the elephant in the room, no, that is not Brandon. That is sitting here with me. Brandon actually is on a bachelor party out in Vegas. So as a unit, we need to pray for both his sobriety and his celibacy. So with that being said, I have a brother of mine joining me today over from the No Clearance podcast. But not only is he a fellow podcaster, he's family. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
We go back for the last, I think we've known each other for like last 15 years at least. Somebody's getting old. so I'm not. I don't know who it is.
That would be
somebody's getting old. But we have my guy, Mr. Tyler Lindsay, joining us. Happy to be here. Thank you for joining me today on short notice as well. I appreciate you.
Man. I appreciate that. No, Brandon had reverse vitiligo. So here I am.
You know, Brandon thinks at heart he is a light-skinned man. He will tell you if you ask him.
I watch the videos. He got the shades. He got the fade. You know,
absolutely. Yeah, at heart, man. He'll tell you.
At heart,
he'll tell you.
At heart, man. No, I appreciate coming on, man. It's you know, you've been on the No Clearance podcast a couple of times. You've given us some real some things we could clip up. So I truly appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Absolutely appreciate that. So yeah, it's a pleasure to be on, man.
Yeah, pleasure to be on. So ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna just to give you guys a little bit, because obviously this is when we come here, we want to talk about who we have and what they do. So the No Clearance podcast, obviously, like he said, I've been honored to be a guest a few times. We talk about a myriad of things, but I'm going to let Tyler kind of give you guys a little bit about what they do over there at the No Clearance podcast, what you can expect. And obviously, you know, if you're listening here, I want you to tune in over there as well. We kind of key on different things. So obviously, if you're a big podcast watcher, it's another one to kind of add to your arsenal. So Tyler, let us know a little bit about what y'all are doing, who you running it with, kind of, you know, what we got going on over at No Clearance.
Yeah, man. The No Clearance podcast, man. Look, we're a lighthearted podcast, man. If you want to get your mind away from anything serious, come to us, okay? But we will inform you on some things, all right? we including myself, it's 3 hosts, including myself, my boy Jay, a homie Khadijah. My boy Jay lives in Boston, and our homie KC, she lives in Houston. So we are like just calling in from 3 different areas and just having good conversation. Our podcast episodes, you could tell where we had a split. So at the moment, okay, we discuss mainly 3 different things, right? My boy Jay, he loves nerd stuff. So he has a nerd section. We get into whatever's going on in there. That could be Marvel. Right now, it's the Alien series on FX, DC Comics, all of that stuff, right? We got KC, who got all the tea, anything gossip.
KC's tea.
Anything she feels is, you know, like, girl, did you hear? That is KC. All right, and then you got me, my section. I call it Tyler's Turntables. I tune into an album or talk about the music. I like to talk about the music. Anything outside of that ain't my problem, but I'll talk about the music. Talk about the music, hip hop, R&B specifically. You know. Now, if you go to our earlier episodes, we used to break down the album each week. So you could, if you ever want to hear one of those OG episodes, we talk about certain albums and how they kind of we kind of bring the conversation between the album and what's going on in our lives. So we just have a myriad of different conversations in this. We're almost like 250 episodes.
Yikes. Okay, y'all been here for a minute, man.
We've been doing it for a minute. And then we also have a Patreon. If you $5 a month, we have a little Patreon, patreon.com. We have our convo before the convo, which if you think our conversations recorded are a little crazy. The convo before the convo is, a little extra.
I got you.
We say some things that we probably wouldn't want in the public, but
right.
For a fee, you're more than welcome. More than welcome to tune in. Patreon.com/NoClearance, man. Yeah, you can find us on Instagram _NoClearance. TikTok, I believe it's the same thing, _NoClearance. And then check out our homie Khadijah. She has her own podcast.
Okay.
Called Dare to Talk. I'm gonna shout her out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Shout out the sisters. You know what I'm saying? She has her own podcast called Dare to Talk. One of the gems in the podcast space,
Okay.
Listening to women conversate. It's always interesting as a black man. And so we kind of got a little world going on in the No Clearance podcast.
Yeah, I got a whole multiverse over at No Clearance.
Yeah, shout out, man. Shout out to the homies. But No Clearance podcast, man. Check us out.
There we go. Yeah, definitely check them out, guys. So for Khadijah's separate thing, what's she mainly talking about on that?
It is mostly relationship stuff. But KC has an interesting perspective, just life wise. She used to live in Boston.
Okay.
And then she moved to Houston a couple years ago.
Okay.
So she's just this Afro-Latino woman in Houston.
Boston
really
to Houston is a crazy jump, by the way.
It's exactly. So, some of the episodes is just her talking,
right,
and just trying to figure things out. And then she brings on guests and they just talk about, like, she's a teacher as well, so you get this perspective. Nice. And her other girls are other girlfriends are teachers.
Oh, okay.
And then it gets into a relationship. Honestly, a relationship, like, I'm gonna have to link y'all because
yeah,
a single woman in Houston, her relationship. What would not relationship advice? I wouldn't call it advice.
Her perspective.
Yes. Thank you.
I got you.
Thank you. Her relationship perspective. Very interesting.
Very interesting. I imagine, as a single woman in Houston, I don't I don't hear a lot of good things about the dating scene right now in general. I can only imagine what it looks like in Houston, Texas right now.
So I can only go off what she's telling me, right?
Okay.
There is a lot more brothers than sisters down there.
Probably, because the brothers came down looking for the sisters.
And so the brothers is chilling.
We the prize.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Like, the Houston girls is aggressive.
Oh.
Because it's like, you gotta get it. You gotta get what you want.
You gotta go get it before he's off the market.
Shout out to the homie KC. She's in the space of, like, yo, I'm not trying to be moving that aggressive right now.
Right.
I want someone that wants to really court and date. And these brothers down there are they missing out on their blessings. I'll put it that way. The Houston reputation, from what I know, is a legit one, and they missing out on their blessings.
Definitely. Okay, cool. So yeah, man, definitely obviously relationship stuff. That's what we talk about. So go check her out, get a different perspective,
Yeah.
get a woman's perspective. You know,
Yeah,
we
man.
we do try to get as many women on here as possible to get as many stories, but that's a whole other perspective from kind of obviously a difference between a Tampa dynamic and a Boston to Houston dynamic. You get all the facets checking that out.
Big facts. Big facts.
Now, speaking of relationships, so like I said, Tyler and I have known each other for quite some time. Now, the reason why Tyler and I have known each other for quite some time, he is married to my cousin. Shout out to Drew.
Yeah.
Shout out to Drew. One of my favorites. Don't tell my other ones.
Give me a round of applause.
Yeah. Let's clap it up. Clap it up. Clap it up for the wife.
Shout out to my wife, man.
Yeah, there it is. There it is.
Yeah.
So
my wife.
you know, and that's important, you know, to want to you know, to see, that's his wife, you know what I'm saying? Shout out for her. So you guys have known each other since high school. Now this is what they talk about is the ideal track, right? You meet as high school sweethearts and then you end up married. That's what I hear is the dream. So I want to kind of let's just start from the beginning. Because how did you all meet? What was your first? Because obviously I've heard the story of your first encounter, but I want everybody to kind of see how it's progressed over the years. So talk to me, man.
So yeah, as you said, man, my freshman year I met Drew, but it wasn't until like near the end of the school year. I'm pretty sure I like saw her around.
Yeah.
Like during that year, but I was very locked in on football. You know what I'm saying? I was locked in. So, you know, there's a couple during that time, there's a couple girls that would like approach, but I wasn't really that interested for real. I was a different type of athlete. So I say that to say I was in band. Like, I took a band class.
Yeah.
And every year the band had to go on a band trip. So this year we went to my freshman year, we went to Atlanta. And
the private school funding. We
fundraising. We had to do the whole thing, you know what I'm saying? Went to Atlanta and middle of the trip, man. Her and this other girl, they, you know, they were sitting behind me. You know what I'm saying? And so one day on the trip, like we getting off the bus and I see her and some of them like crumping.
Okay. Now what year was this? So we know crumping was cool.
This 09.
09.
This 09.
09.
You know,
okay.
I was I started high school in 08. Yeah. 09. 09, the spring of 09. And at that time, you know what I'm saying? Stump the Yard was still like
hot,
kind of popping.
Yeah.
I only knew that one Chris Brown movie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I see them in the parking lot, you know, joking around, crumping. But I jump in.
Okay.
Hit him with the Chris Brown movie. You feel me? Spin, twirl, whap. Take a heart. You know what I'm saying? And I just kept it pushing.
Yeah.
You know. Now this is from my perspective. I ain't gonna tell it from hers, right? So next day, you know what I'm saying? One of her friends like tapped me on the shoulder, was like, "Hey, do you know Drew?" I was like, "No."
no.
Mind you, I'm just like whatever, you know.
Right.
So bro, like most of them, like the rest of that day, her friends is like, "Yo, tomorrow, you know, we going to there's a big mall in Atlanta. Dang, I'm forgetting the name of it, like 6 stories, start with a V or something like that. We going to the mall. You should hang with us. We gonna go to movies." And none of it worked out.
Okay.
I ended up like going to hang with some other folk, going to movies with some other folk. It was so crazy. This other girl was trying to talk to me. Like she even, Mama, I know you probably watching this. She gonna trip. This one girl, she was interested. She even like at one point she sits on my lap on the way to somewhere else.
Oh,
like, it was.
Where was the adult supervision on this trip?
It was somewhere.
It was somewhere.
I promise you. So yeah, the trip, like we literally, it's time to go home.
Right.
I have not like talked to her at all since the initial introduction. You know what I'm saying? And so at one point her friend go, hey, her friend that's sitting next to her, she's like, you want to switch seats with me?
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, let me think about this for a second. And you know, on the ride, I'm like, you know, I really ain't got nothing to lose here.
Right.
You know. So yeah, switch seats with her, and the ride from Atlanta to the DMV, that's about
I'm about to say y'all took
8 to 10.
I'm sorry, y'all took I'm sorry. And I didn't even process this. Y'all took a bus from
Not a school bus. I just want
charter, I'm assuming.
Charter bus.
Yeah.
We took a charter bus from the DMV
to Atlanta.
That's
crazy.
Yeah. And so I had 8 to 10 hours to get to know this girl, pretty much.
Oh yeah, that's
and even like
prime time.
And yeah. And I was like, when I tell you I was on like super gentleman status, I ain't even like try to be like, hey, like, can I lay on you? Like my neck was hurting.
8 to 10 hours, man.
Bro, we talking, sleep, talking again for a good 8 to 10, you know, by the end. Again, we exchanged numbers, and you know, from there, man, it was a lot of back and forth. I'll never forget at one point, she was cold for this one. She was like, you know, I noticed I text you first. So tomorrow I'm not gonna text you first.
What?
Big facts. I was comfortable with the situation.
Yeah,
I was like, wait, you know, what is this? You know, I'm not the type to feel like you could tell me what to do.
Right. Okay.
You know, but I don't know, bro. Something in me that day was like, better text that girl.
That's bold.
So,
that's
it
bold
was a
of
bold
her.
decision. Yeah, man. Yeah, I gotta give her some credit.
She said I need to know that you want me. She said we gotta make sure.
Yeah. And I must say, like, yeah, a lot of this was still crazy thing. A lot of this was still like, mind you, I met her in like April, right? The school year ends in June. A lot of this happens in like the 2-month span. Because going into the summer, I don't know how this girl stayed with me. My phone broke. I didn't see it for the summer.
The whole summer.
Like I would kind of see it once or twice because I would go to school for football workouts.
Right.
We'll go to school. I was going to school for football workouts because she would play basketball. She was playing basketball, so we would see each other every now and then. But I didn't see her for something.
Wow.
And somehow we came back and we was together. And but my priorities, right? I always had football. It was pretty much like school football, school family, you know, God, school family football.
Yeah. You know what the coaches say. You know what it is.
And you know, people used to say I was cold for this, but like girls, women, or you know, she was kind of the only one that I was like focused on anyway.
Yeah.
I say it sounds bad, but on the priority list, right? She was low at the time.
You were also
she was low at
15, 16 years old.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
15, 16.
We still got dreams of the league at that point. So, you know.
Exactly. I also feel like that's very important. I be feeling like some women don't want you to be like, don't want them to be the number one priority. Like you got to have some shit.
Something.
You got to have some things going for you.
Yeah.
Anyway,
a good woman will want you to have things that you're trying to strive for. Absolutely.
That's a fact. So, you know, but I was a little too vicious. Like during football season, and it's probably best I'm not playing anymore. But during football season, bro, it was like, don't talk to me. like until like only time I'm really comfortable with like spending some time after the game.
Right.
And then once we start prepping, like mind you, school's over, I'm going straight to practice. Like it's, you know, trying to dodge everything. Like, all right, pack up, get to practice. It's time to roll. You feel me? That was not the best idea, you know, at that time. So for a good stint, we wasn't together beginning of that sophomore year. So when people tell you we've been together that long, you know the regular black relationship is on and off.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna just break the storyline. You feel me?
Yeah.
So it was probably a good month, and then homecoming dance. It was funny because Drew was the type.
Mm-hmm.
I swear. You could have sworn she knew I was the one from the beginning. Cause we break up. It was the weirdest thing, bro. We broke up. We had a first class together. Mind you, we was not sitting next to each other this whole time we together. We break up. We go to the next class. Teacher go, I'm assigning new seating arrangements. And she puts us next to each other in the front row.
Okay.
And it almost felt like it was starting over again. It almost felt like we were going through like sitting on the bus again,
right,
from Atlanta to the DMV, but just for a couple weeks, right? Homecoming comes. I go by myself. But she asked me like, what colors was I wearing?
Wait, hold on. Okay. All right.
I pull up with the all black, boy, looking smooth.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. If you you can almost, if you go on the Facebook page, you can see it, right? So she came in with like this. She would come in wearing black and white, and you would have thought we went together.
Wow.
You could look at these photos and be like, you would have thought they went to homecoming together.
So when she asked you what colors you were wearing, how were you like, what did you think? Like, why? What did you think during that?
We weren't going together, so I was just like,
you just thought she was asking a question.
Yeah, I was like, I'm saying it like I'm popping, I'm talking my talk. I'm like, I'm finna pull in with the all black, black shirt, black top, black tie. You feel me? Black shoes. What they talking about? But nah, we after that night we was back together, and we was smooth.
Yeah.
But, the toughest part maybe was going into college.
Yeah. Because y'all went to separate colleges, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I ended up going to St. Anselm College in New Hampshire.
Yeah.
And at the time she signed to Benedict College in South Carolina.
Yeah. 18
hours away. And she thought I was gonna break it up.
Yeah.
But I told her, I was like, hey, let's go for it. Why not?
What do we have to lose?
For one, my school was very north, very Wahite.
Yeah. Wasn't a lot of like diversity.
Yeah, wasn't gonna be too much issues. At least I thought it wasn't gonna be too much issues.
Well, it's funny because when I went to college, I was dating a young lady who was a year behind me. And I had made the opposite decision that you made, because how do I put it? I had an idea of what college was going to be, and Fair. I thought it was going to be a lot more wild and involved.
You overassumed.
I thought that I was going to go out there pimping, even by accident, and I was like, I don't even want to put you or me in a position, where I go out there and do something stupid or make a mistake or anything like that. And then that's a discussion that we have to have. I was like, so I would rather cut this now. Also, I unfortunately, so you got to play football going to college. I got hurt my senior year. So I didn't have football. So, I'm like, I ain't got nothing.
We'll talk about that in a second.
Yeah.
We'll get to that in a second.
I ain't had nothing to focus on. So it was just like, I'm going to go out there and, I might try to run track, but after that, it's going to be school and girls. That's what it's going to be. But then it ends up turning out to pretty much to be the exact opposite. And I was like, I could have stayed in a relationship for this.
Yeah. Yeah, man. It's funny, man. There was some temptations, but it was never nothing crazy the first couple of years, man. When I tell you, like, once again, my dedication to the sport was huge. To my life, to my structure. And so it wasn't much room for me to like it wasn't room for me to really do anything stupid.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
The hardest part really was communication during that time. Like, and it wasn't that I ain't want to talk to her.
Yeah.
But I'm tired.
Yeah.
It's time to go to sleep.
Yeah.
Sometimes I was like, man, I do not feel like making this call. And I knew I had to call.
Mm-hmm.
And then funny, she would call me.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be like, look, we got to wake up at 4:45.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call you tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
All the homies sleep. That phone start ringing. The phone start ringing. I'd be like, all right. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Went through a lot of them phases, man. But through my whole football career,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, she was there, man. It was cool, man. I appreciate the support.
Yeah.
I had a moment.
Mm-hmm.
Had a moment my senior year.
Yeah. Let's
had
talk
a moment
about
my senior year, man. Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
So football, after my final game,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, you know what? I had good stats.
Yeah.
But it wasn't the scouts is looking for you stats.
Right.
You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to me. School record, most pass breakups.
There we go.
Still in the books.
There we go.
Don't
Hey, baby. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Clap it. Yeah. Let them know.
Don't ever forget. Don't ever forget. Man, losing football was like, it's a big void.
Yeah, you know, we talked about that on one of our episodes, Sports and Mental Health. And I talked about a little bit about how when I transitioned, because I couldn't play sports anymore, not having that structure kind of jacked me up a lot. Because as someone, obviously, you know how my mom and dad raised us, academics was number one. And we were always fine on that. But as soon as I lost that structure, that discipline, all that other stuff went just downhill. My fitness was out, my grades was down. So let's get into that a little bit, because the losing of that structure in your life, it's a huge change. It's a huge lifestyle change. So talk to me.
So I lose football.
Yeah.
And then, it's like I can hang my head on the fact that I went through playing college. Like I played every single game, did a college career, you know what I'm saying? But now that's over.
Yeah.
Holy cow. The amount of time on my hands is wild, right?
Yeah.
And throughout the season, for one, as a especially like junior, senior, you just start to notice there's more people that know you.
There, yeah.
You feel me?
Especially when you out there setting records,
More people that know you, certain people paying you some attention. And I ain't had no time. So it was, this is one person, man. I just was like, all right, you know what? And mind you, I'm like a friendly person.
Yeah.
I'm a friendly person. You feel me?
Yeah.
And my wife would tell you, like, to my detriment. Yeah. Especially at that time.
I've heard that once or twice too.
At that time, it would be like I was the type, especially shout out to all the black women on the campus. You feel me? If they looked like they was down bad, need somebody to like make sure they got to their dorm or something.
Yeah.
Me and my dog, we would do that type of stuff.
Yeah. Not
on some like trying to
I'm with you.
Trying to make a play, but we just looking out. We just looking out. You feel me? So there's there's one person just really one of them things like getting to know her.
Yeah.
But it was like, she cool, but I need to cool out. You feel me? I don't want to do nothing crazy.
See, that's that noticing right there, right? That's what when I was on you guys' show, and when I said when I said you have to be anti-infidelity, not infidelity indifferent. When those antennas start to go up, you're like, all right, I need to probably distance myself.
I was at the time I was infidelity indifferent. Like I did okay. That was one night after, this is like right after football, bro. I was drinking.
Okay.
I was doing a lot of drinking at that time. That also led to
obviously, of course,
the relationship issues. One time I was just in her room, just I was just I walked into the dorm, but we was cooling. I literally sat my butt in the corner. I sat in the corner, and I was just like, bro, I don't know what to do, man. I don't know what to do. Like,
so did this young lady? She knew you were in a relationship at the time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Shout out. I mean, I don't want to say shout out to her. Like,
yeah.
But at the time, like, she gave me like a Malcolm X book. She gave me the autobiography of Malcolm X.
Okay.
Okay. I read that joke, changed my life.
Wow.
You feel me?
Yeah.
That was cool. But yeah, I started to just kind of like go too far. I ain't do nothing crazy. I want to reiterate.
Yeah.
I ain't do nothing crazy, but
yeah.
I did stuff. Okay. One thing I did that was wild. We had this thing called a football formal.
Oh, okay.
Where like end of the year, I don't know how we started this, but like dorm party, but we dressing up football players
for a dorm party. Is that what you?
Fair, but we was like football dorm party.
I'm with you.
But we gonna get fly.
Yeah.
This weird thing it's weird because like it was a mandatory. Even though it's like it's a regular dorm party.
Yeah.
I really could have just done whatever I wanted, especially because I was captain of the team.
Yeah.
But morale purposes, mandatory. Bring a date. Mandatory.
Now, why would they do that? Okay, understood.
Mandatory. Bring a date. So I bring this girl, but I never told. I never told Drew.
Okay.
The situation. I never told her. So that was the start of the downfall. Because that was the start of the downfall because I felt like, for one, also Instagram wilding. For some reason I posted. Hey, it was a good time. Shout out to the homie. I was wilding, bro.
Okay.
I was wilding. This is all before I got to go back home from winter break. I'm wilding.
Wow.
It was getting bad. I go home for winter break. It was funny, bro. As soon as she picked me up, she was like, I ain't even want to pick you up for real. You lucky. Could nobody else get you from the airport?
So wait, let me just real quick. So you went to this formal. You posted that, and I'm assuming the post had included this young lady.
That was bad. Okay. Yeah. She called. Drew called.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask. Like, was there a discussion that happened?
I skipped a lot of madness.
Okay,
all right. My bad. I finally had to explain, which my explanation did not. It did not help. You feel me?
Right.
There was some other stuff in there. I don't want to get. I don't want to get into the ignorance that I displayed. I displayed great ignorance. That during that time. It's crazy, bro. Before I left for the break, this girl sent me a message like, "Yo, why don't we just try this?" And I was like, "Nah,
get thee behind me, Satan." You.
Yeah, I was like, "Nah, like I got something good going on.
Yeah,
we straight.
Yeah,
like we ain't gonna do this.
Yeah,
right." So go home, winter break. It was a weird couple weeks, man. It's a weird couple weeks. I can't put words on it. I can't put words on it, so I'm not gonna try. But I know when I got back, literally as soon as I'll tell you what, man, women be having 6th sense about this stuff, bro. 6th sense. As soon as I get back, Drew was like, "Yo." It's because when I got back, I was back to the old ways of communication that we talked about over the 2 weeks. Yeah. Like literally as soon as I got back. That's because the homies was like, "Yo, let's watch a movie." You feel me? Yeah. So I ain't texting.
Right. Yeah,
So-
that's not a good, because after that, now you go too long without communication. It's like, hey, brother, where you at? What's going on?
So she was just like, yo, do you want to do this? Now, mind you, for the last, that first, that post football,
Yeah.
I'm like, there was a constant cycle of you not talking to me.
Mhm.
What's going on? I'm like, oh, my bad. Let me get my act together.
Right.
I do it for a little bit.
Mhm.
I'll be off.
Yeah.
Woo-doo, woo-doo, woo.
Mhm.
And in my mind, I was like, I don't want to go through this cycle no more.
Yeah.
So I was like, nah, we should break up.
Wow. Okay. All right.
So we, she called me, we ended it, and then I went on just a binge of drinking and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to day parties, and I wasn't out here wilding. I was just drinking.
Right.
That last semester of college, boy, I barely made it.
Right.
Academics, my body, I was tired. You know what I'm saying? I did end up trying. I attempted to see how the relationship with that other woman would go. My graduation was the absolute weirdest situation of all time. It was weird for one, weird not to have Drew there.
Right.
But my god sisters, who truly are like my sisters to me, cousins, whatever you want to call them. The youngest one, shout out to Anitra. She goes, where's Drew? I am graduating.
Can we focus for a second?
I go, we talk about it later. She's like, no, there's a problem right now. Where's Drew? She started yelling it.
Oh.
The other shorty could definitely hear what's going on.
Oh my goodness.
I said, if you don't shut up.
Can we?
Today is my day.
Have some decorum.
Okay. You know what I'm saying? So I get back home, man, and life was not the same, bro.
Yeah.
Down bad. You feel me? We actually met up with Drew twice. So we always had this thing where whoever got the better grades, loser would like have to buy the winner like some snacks or something like that. So me being like a friendly person in general, my butt was like, I don't know what you would call it. I'm sure there's a toxic word for it, but I hit up Drew, was like, hey, I still owe you.
I ain't mad at you, man.
I still owe you some whatever.
Yeah. And how long had it been since you all were really communicating when this happened?
I give it like 3-4 weeks because her graduation day. I knew her graduation day when I hit her up like, yo, congratulations. Like,
okay, yeah.
Because at the end of the day, bro, I'm not the type to cut people off. I'm not a cut people off person, especially if like you done looked out for me. Like we even linked up one time after we broke up. I visited her at Towson one time for a weekend. That wasn't smart. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna get into that though. Not gonna get into that. So we was on and off, like just being like, hey, what's up? How's everything going? Checking in on each other. I think there was still a genuine love for each other.
So y'all were never really fully like disconnected from each other during this process.
My wife might tell you different.
Okay.
My wife might tell you different. I probably did send her some texts that she didn't respond to. You know what I'm saying? But I'm sure there was a period where she felt like she had to completely cut me off.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, man, I met up with her. I was like, she came looking right.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
I
think she did that on purpose.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
That's how they get you, man.
I was like, all right, but that was the first straw. You know what I'm saying? mind you, I'm during this period of time I wasn't working.
Mhm.
I was waiting on some things, some paperwork and stuff like that. So
Right.
I'm chilling at home. And then there was another time. I think she was about to move to Baltimore, like almost me, right outside the city.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know why I did. I was like, you trying to see Angry? You trying to see a movie? Bro. So you trying to see a movie. It was like we went and saw Angry Birds. Terrible movie. But this was the most like friendliest thing, bro. Like, I mean, it was so random, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That was the second, like,
yeah,
tapping the glass, like we gonna break, you know.
Yeah,
that was the second, like, let me feel where I'm at.
Right.
Another time during this period, we absolutely were not together, and I forgot why we hit each other up, but she was moving.
Right.
Nobody was helping her move.
Oh wow. So you came in.
I was like, I got my pouch truck. It was clear she needed the help, though. I helped her move.
Yeah.
I helped her move. I get to her apartment. And it's like, dang. I really did all of this for somebody I'm not with.
You
did. And I left. And she was just like, all right, appreciate you. Bye. So I'm like, dang.
Interesting.
Yeah. So the final straw, man, you know, the girl, and mind you, I was still with this girl at the time. Mm-hmm. Don't judge me. Yeah. Don't judge me. Yeah. But I think I feel bad. I feel bad for the way I treated that girl, because in my heart of hearts, like, I knew this was not gonna work out.
Right.
It was one of those things where like, you might as well, like, let's try it and close the chapter.
Yeah.
Like, if no, it's like, let's just close the chapter. So in my mind, anyway, I should have communicated.
You know, those were younger days.
Life lessons.
Yeah, our thought processes are different at that time.
Yeah.
So just to clarify, so you were still involved with that girl.
21. Yeah.
During
all that stuff, I was still involved.
Okay,
yeah.
Gotcha. So,
but once again, it was long. At that, by the time this is going on, is long distance.
Okay,
and it's even our communication was weird.
So you go from long distance with one girl to long distance with the. So maybe the theme of this is long distance. Never mind.
We'll get it.
Yeah.
And so, yeah. The real thing that made me go, bro, I need to
lock in
Drew back. Mm-hmm. Need to lock this in, bro. I actually met this girl in Philly one day, and like the whole day, I'm just like, it just really hit me. Like, this is not it.
I hate it out here.
This is not it, bro. I'm out here with this girl, and I'm like, and mind you, Philly is like my city.
Yeah.
I was born in Philly. My family from Philly. I love Philly. I love give me a cheesesteak. I showed her gyms. I showed her some spots. But I was like, this ain't it. This ain't it. Got home. So I got home, which I feel like also bad move. Should have done it face to face. Should have done it face to face.
Okay.
But also, whatever.
Right.
Got home, cut things off with her. And literally, give me like hour, 2 hours later, I'm listening to Stevie Wonder. I'm listening to Stevie Wonder for about 2 hours. Send Drew this long message, boy. You know, you know, brothers don't never send no essays,
hey,
bro.
Man.
Brothers don't never send no essays,
right.
Bro. Thank God she called me back. She worked the late shift. I knew she worked the late shift. She worked the night shift at the job. She used to be a scribe. She used to be a scribe at the emergency room.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I know she up.
Yeah.
Man, it was one of them nights, bro. I could not sleep. So thank God she called me. And then she was like, she wasn't interested really in anything I had to say, but she allowed me to meet up with her either the next day or the day after at Arundel Mills. Shout out Arundel Mills with the Dave and Buster.
Yeah.
You feel me? and I still had a decent amount of graduation money.
Okay.
So what do?
Uh-huh.
Make sure she don't spend a dime.
There it is. There
We
it
go
is.
shopping.
Uh-huh.
I was like, I got you. We go eat some food. I got it. Boy, I was broke after that day. I was broke after that, but I had to do it. Like,
Right.
hey, all right, it's the thing, bro. If you messed up, this is a real. If you messed up,
Yeah.
you cannot act like you cannot, and you want to get your lady back.
Yeah.
You gotta move like for football reference, if you dropped a couple passes in the beginning of the game, bro, you gotta come back strong.
You got to come back
or
strong.
else you will get benched.
Yeah.
You gotta come back in the second. You will always get another chance in the second half.
Yeah.
But if you mess up in the second half, you will get benched.
Right.
And that's the level
Mm-hmm.
that I was coming to
Yeah.
Arundel Bills with.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
I wore a shirt that she bought me. I can't stand that shirt. But I wore the shirt.
Yeah. Yeah.
You feel me?
Uh-huh.
I was doing everything in my power. We wasn't like, she was like, we wasn't together after that day, but at least she was like, hey, next week, why don't you come to the apartment and let's hang out?
Mm-hmm.
Like, whew,
Okay.
word.
All right.
Yeah. Had to do what I had to do. And ever since that situation,
Yeah.
right? She's moved up the priority list. I just want that
Good to know.
very, very, very quickly.
Yeah.
Realize what I had. I think it's important. Like you can't take anything for granted that you really want in life.
Yeah.
Don't take it for granted. So even after we was, together especially once I started working, had a little cash on me.
Mm-hmm.
My job wasn't too far from her apartment. So there was times like I would after work, I'll pull up, stop by Giant real quick, bring some flowers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Bring something.
Mm-hmm.
Bring something.
Bring something.
You pulling up empty handed, you know what I'm saying? Just try to show some love, making sure, do the phone call thing, even though I still hate the phone calls.
I'm with you. I don't like talking on the phone, but I understand it's a necessary part of this thing that we got to do.
I think the worst part is doing it in the cars. I'm a type of car driver. I need my music.
I just want to listen, bro.
I just want to listen to my tunes, right? But then during that time, as I'm driving to work, she's driving home.
Yeah.
So, in the morning drive, bro.
Yeah.
I need like not silence.
I need peace.
I need my music.
Yeah.
But it was a sacrifice. She would call me. J. Cole playing, she would call me. And the old Tyler would have been like, hey, I'm gonna have to call you.
Hey, not right now, man. Not right now.
But nah, I was in a state of emergency. I was moving for a long time. Like, okay, I got married in 2020.
Yeah.
So that was around 2017. For like 3 years, I was moving like state of emergency.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it was real. I will hope my wife would think that.
Yeah. You hope she sees the same thing in that. Let me ask you this, right? Because you talk about how you were obviously, involved somewhere else, and then obviously you came back home, to where you felt like you were supposed to be at.
Yeah.
A lot of times when people are talking relationships these days, they talk about this proverbial table. And everybody always wants to ask somebody what they bring to the table. My question for you, because my theory on this is that we should go to people who are married or happily married, and ask them, what did that other person bring to this table for you? And I think that'll put some perspective on what you as yourself should be bringing. So what did she bring to you that not only obviously that she had, but that just everybody else just didn't? What was that?
Oh man. Okay. The one thing, how do I say this? The one thing I learned from the other relationship, what really threw me off was like, it felt like this woman was trying to change me.
Mm-hmm.
And what I noticed about Drew was I never had to be anything different.
Right.
I could truly be who I am,
Mm-hmm.
and she was okay with any version of me.
Yeah.
And that was, I think that was crazy to think like any version of me she was cool with. And what you got to realize is marriage is pretty much understanding
Yeah.
every version of this person.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And so that was something that truly just, that was the biggest part.
Yeah.
Like all the finances stuff, woody wop, whatever.
Yeah.
Right. Can you truly be who you are?
Mm-hmm.
And that person and your partner be cool with that. Like if you got to come home and act like a someone else,
Yeah.
there's no point of going through life with that person, right? So that's the major part.
Yeah,
that's the major part. Now you asking what she bring to the table?
What did she bring for you,
bringing? Man? Yeah. I hate to say this.
Okay.
I hate to say this. I know this is women be hating this word.
Okay.
But she did bring a level of peace.
Women these days hate bringing peace. I don't know what it is.
She did bring a level of peace.
Yeah.
And she brought effort.
Hold on.
She brought effort.
I know
bro.
Tyler said he wasn't going to cuss, but he out here cussing. He said she brought effort.
She brought effort to the relationship, man.
That's the I think that's kind of the biggest thing. There's like a whole revolution against the dating world right now. I don't know if you've been out here and seeing what they're talking about in the single streets. But with a lot of what a lot of people are talking about now, women are talking about how men apparently want to be chased now, and they're acting like the old, the new women. And I'm like, obviously, as somebody, if you value yourself, just like you would want me to court you, like obviously, I'm not expecting her to do all the things that I feel like I should be doing, but I should at least know that you'd like me to be here. There should be something that shows me that, you appreciate my time just as I appreciate yours. They talk about how, I don't know how these discussions get here, but how much money you're supposed to spend on a first date for a man to show a woman that you want them. And then I'm a numbers guy, right? So I start putting in the numbers and I'm like, all right, so we both are taking time out to go on this date. But I'm coming to pick you up. I'm coming to, I'm obviously paying for everything. I'm going to try and make sure that you're engaged in conversation, make sure I'm doing everything to make sure that we have a good time. And then I'm going to get you back home safe. And I'm going to, what I'm saying, that I'm going to be doing all of those things. And so for whatever reason, they feel like, I don't know, they're talking about they should just have to show up. And I'm like, well, if my time is as valuable to me as yours is to you, now output on my end is 3 times what you're giving. So I ideally I'd like to see something, just something. And so like you talk about effort. Let's talk about that. What did that look like?
For me it's small things that I just feel like other women probably never will give me. Mm-hmm. I don't sell myself short of like me as a person. Like I think I'm a great person and whatnot, but like she would really show genuine interest. Drew is a drawer.
Mm-hmm.
She's very artistic. So she does cool things like makes cards,
makes them
like makes cards, like paints.
Mm-hmm.
She'll paint somewhat of you on a card.
Right.
Like, she don't do like the face details, but she'll do something cool like that for your birthday, right?
Right.
But here's what I mean by effort, right? She notices small details about me.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So if anybody, you could go through some old posts, and I used to say like, you put ice in my cup. Right?
Yeah,
If anybody that like she know me, if I get a glass, I'm putting hella ice in that joke.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
one of the things that threw me off, I'll never forget, when we finally that time she was like, hey, come to the apartment, we can cool out.
Yeah.
We sitting there for some reason, we watched Philadelphia. Shout out Denzel.
Yeah.
She sits down, we was both eating some food. She asked me if I want something to drink. She bring us 2 cups. One is hers, the other one, hella ice. Then he asked.
Didn't even ask.
Hella ice.
Yeah.
With the cranberry juice.
Yeah.
I was like, I was shocked.
Uh-huh.
I said, hold on, bro. She still remembered it. This is crazy.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
Yeah.
Just like, honestly, bro, if you can pay attention to a dude and be like, yo, he really, there's certain things he just does. And we like when they say men are simple creatures.
Yeah.
They're not lying.
They're not lying.
But, you know, and you don't have to do much.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't try to, once again, it's a lot of it is part of like, don't try to change this person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I know for a while, she used to try to buy me clothes she thought looked nice on me.
Yeah.
And then she realized,
yeah,
oh, I should buy clothes he likes.
You know, it's such a simple thing, and that's I think that's a big thing, obviously, on for all the single men and single women out there. It's about, like we talk about, the love languages, right? You love them in the way that they.
That was a major
love.
book for me too, by the way.
Right? Okay,
yeah.
Nice.
Shout out to Aunt Gigi. I know you watching.
Yeah.
Aunt Gigi, appreciate you telling me about the book. Read it all the way through.
Love
Shout
that. Yeah, mama. Shout out to you. Yeah. So the little noticing those little things. It's super important. Because, like you said, for us, men are simple creatures. If you know what I like, not what you, it's like the birthday thing, right? A lot of men don't really do much on it. Like, I don't care for doing much on my birthday. That's a lot of us. But then, they talk about, guys will talk about, girls will talk about how, I threw him this whole big party and he didn't even appreciate it. It was like, well, was the party for you or for him? What did he tell you?
That's how I feel about gifts in general.
Yeah.
That's a fact. By the way, like you, for instance, right?
Mm-hmm.
Your lady probably should just buy you a pack, like 10 pair of black t-shirts. You would be like, you might shed a tear.
Take them out the pack, hang it up, man. I appreciate it.
This is crazy. and you put them on every day, and she would be like, wow, he wearing my stuff. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Simple equation.
It's such a simple thing, man. And it's one of those things to where once you kind of get out of that idea, because I think that we kind of do this thing in our heads. We like to shape what our ideal thing looks like, right? And we want them to enjoy the things that we want to do for them, and sometimes that's just not their thing. Sometimes the way that they're going to receive, it's not that we don't appreciate. I appreciate everything you do, and I appreciate all the effort that you went through, but that had nothing to do with me.
Bro, let me tell you. That was a lesson. The funny part is, it was a lesson I had to learn.
Yeah.
For my wife.
Yeah.
Mother's Day.
Oh, yeah.
I ain't even get to like proposing all that stuff.
Oh no, yeah, because that's what we gonna get to that. But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, my bad. Mother's Day, I did this whole thing where she would get a gift like for like the next 3 days leading up to Mother's Day. She got a gift every day.
Right. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Because this is your first Mother's Day. It's her first one.
This is number 2. This
is number 2. Okay.
Because my daughter was born last April, so
okay, so right after
month. Yeah. I did decent for that one.
Mm-hmm.
I got a robe, got a like some oils, for the diffuser, whatever.
Yeah.
I think I got her some shoes, but they ended up being the wrong size. But Mother's Day come.
Yeah.
I go to work.
Mm-hmm.
I was coaching. I probably should have stayed my butt home anyway. We go to a family Mother's Day function.
Okay.
So it's still like stressful. You
Yeah.
gotta watch the girls. We outside, gotta find parking.
Yeah.
She ended up, because I worked, I had to meet her there, so she still had to do motherly stuff like put baby in the car,
Right.
drive.
Yeah.
You know. So we get, by the end of the day, she was like, this was not the way I wanted to spend my Mother's Day. I was like, dang.
Yeah.
Like, all she want to do is nothing.
Right.
Simple. You feel me? It's very simple. You know, and you think like, oh, I'm gonna go all out with the WAP, and you don't even think to ask like, all right, what do you want to do?
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Who is this for?
That's just,
who
is this for?
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
So let's talk about, because you mentioned it, you know what I'm saying? Because this is actually one of the things that I have for you. But
Okay.
the proposal. That's one of my let's talk about how you did that, and I'm actually curious about the planning that went into, because we just talked about, Drew being fairly simple. So you talk to me about what that proposal was.
All right, man. Backstory.
Yeah.
One of my good home at the time. So by this time, I've purchased a house.
Mm-hmm.
I'm living on my own.
Yeah.
There's starting to be some words, some sprinkling of like, when you gonna do this. Not by nobody except my mother-in-law. Shout out. Shout out,
Auntie.
Shout out, Ma. I'll never forget.
Mm-hmm.
My wife got baptized.
Mm-hmm.
During this time, my wife gets baptized.
Yeah.
And she go, we wouldn't have been here forever if your last name wasn't Wilkins. If your last name was Lindsay. I said, well, let me take my butt home. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Ma.
Mm-hmm.
So it was kind of in the air, but me personally, I was feeling like, yo, I need for one, the price of the ring I just couldn't fathom. And not in the not in the sense of like, not, it was out of ignorance though.
Yeah.
Because I didn't even attempt to look into how much it cost.
Right.
It was just me kind of making assumptions.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna need at least 10 racks. I was, I'm thinking stuff like that, right?
I'm with you.
Yeah. And also, I'm feeling like financial. I'm sure there's some things I could get done.
Yeah.
Maybe there's some things I could do.
Yeah.
So a lot of it was me being like, I just need to continue to kind of take my time. Also, I'm getting my master's degree.
Right.
I was busy.
Yeah.
It's like, so it's about November, December.
Mm-hmm.
And while it's on my mind, I'm not really making any moves on marriage at the time.
Right.
And shout out to my dog, Eric, man. His Buckeyes won today. Shout out to him. My man's younger than me. He decided to propose to his lady, and I was happy for him. You know what I'm saying? Talking to Drew, I'm like, yo, my man's Eric proposed, man.
Yeah.
Proud of the boy, man. All smiles.
Yeah.
She just go like, so like, when is my time? Like,
okay.
Something to that extent. Like she I don't want to say she forced my hand. I promise you, bro, it wasn't no like threatening thing. Like, I guess she was just really feeling frustrated with it. Because at the time she was living with her parents, she was coming to the house every day, chilling, cooling. And I'm glad she was able to express that.
Mm-hmm.
And I wasn't feeling like the relationship was at stake. It was just like, this is what she feeling.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I go to sleep that day, man. I went to bed that night. Mm-hmm. And, mine was just like, bruh, what are we waiting on? It felt like the Lord was talking to me like, man, you better go ahead. What are we doing?
Right.
What are we doing? So, Sorry, so this how the ring situation happened for
Yeah.
me. Okay. I called Drew.
Yeah.
I said, look, I want you to look into some rings that you like.
Okay.
Please don't do me dirty. I was like, look, if you could look between, 25 and 5,
yeah,
I would be greatly appreciated.
Yeah.
It would be greatly appreciated.
Now,
you know what I'm saying?
Just real, because they say that apparently a ring is supposed to cost at least 3 months. I don't know whose rule it is. I don't know who came up with the rule, but they said rings are supposed to cost at least 3 months out. Did you feel pressured that it had to be something like that? Or where were you at with that societal pressure on how this stuff is supposed to go?
I wasn't feeling no way about societal pressure. I knew Drew.
Yeah.
She has different tastes.
Yeah.
She would have got a gemstone if somebody ain't go with her probably and was like, no, this is an engagement. So I don't think she was into that stuff.
Yeah.
At the time, she really wasn't like thinking that much because first of all, this is a key to life, especially if you're not in a marriage with the girl.
Yeah.
Don't tell her your salary, so then she don't know what 3 months salary is. What are we doing?
Some things you got to keep to yourself, man.
Don't tell her your salary. Now she know. Now she gonna base it off of. Nah, go ahead, get what you like.
Right.
What you like might be on clearance.
Right.
It's okay.
Hey man, come on now.
It's okay. So, and I mean, luckily, I swear, luckily Drew was not the type that you want like this ridiculously large diamond in the shape of a pear. That's like the new thing nowadays. The pear shaped drink.
Yeah.
I missed that wave. So yeah, she went with her friend. She went with her friend and looked for a ring. Yeah, she saw one that was, thank God, pretty good price.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, this is cool. And about a week before I proposed, man, I called her friend. I said, let's go to jewelry store. Shout out to Hillsburg Diamonds.
Yeah.
Because they give you that game system if you purchase anything over $1,200.
Oh, nice.
Especially during the holiday season.
Okay.
So if your man come back with a with an Xbox or a Google Home,
you might have a ring in there too. Don't be mad at him.
Let that boy play. I got the Nintendo Switch, but in order to play it off, like for one, I hid it, but then I gave the Switch to one of my family members. Man, shout out to them. But yeah, I got it a week before. Man, before I even bought it. Actually, I bought it and then went to my pops.
Okay.
It's kind of wild. I probably should have talked to my pops first, but I got the ring. Wasn't nothing stopping me.
Right.
You feel me? But I got the ring and then went to my pops. I was like, look. And then my pops was like, yeah, I think it's a good time for you. You know what I'm saying? I had to run it by the OG first.
Yeah.
And that night, either that night or the next day, I went to go see Drew. And I caught her father walking the dog. I see him outside. I never parked a car so fast in my life. I see him outside, park the car. I'm almost running to him, trying to catch him before he go in the house.
Yeah.
I'm just like, man, I love your daughter. It's the wildest thing to say to a father. I got a daughter now. I don't know how I'm going to handle something like this.
But you've been around for a while at this point.
I know I've been around.
So it's like, yeah.
At this point,
this point, you should.
Yeah. At this point, he's like, duh.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Mr. Williams, glad I caught you. I had to catch my breath. I love your daughter, sir. And I want to marry her, and I would like your blessing. You know what I'm saying? The whole thing. Of course, he said yes and no. So then it was the planning.
Yeah.
I ain't know what to do, right? I call up two of my friends from high school. Shout out to Brianna, shout out to Austin. So that was actually my birthday weekend.
Right.
And I just want to do something random.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, let's go to New York.
Okay.
This is before I had this trip planned before I even bought the ring.
Okay.
Let's go to New York City. We're gonna go to New York City for a weekend. We'll figure it out.
Right.
You know, it's one of those things where you in New York, you figure out something to do, right?
Mhm.
So I told him about the trip, and the first thing she was like, my homie Brianna was like, yo, you should propose at the Empire State Building.
Okay.
They do this all the time. You can see hashtag Empire State proposals.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was like, that sounds pretty cool. And allegedly,
Mm-hmm.
depending on what time you went, there was somebody playing jazz at the top of the building.
Oh, nice.
So I was like,
yeah,
that's kind of fly.
Yeah.
And plus, I kind of wanted this to be personal.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to be away from family.
Yeah.
I didn't want to make this a spectacle. Like, it was one of those things. I just wanted like that story to be ingrained in our heads. Something that's just for us. You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
Like, you do so many things for other people. The wedding.
Yeah.
The whole marriage. You got to have witnesses for the marriage. And it was just like, I wanted this to be, because I ain't even plan on this being recorded. I didn't plan on a picture being taken.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And so we go to New York.
Yeah.
The whole time I'm making sure I don't lose a ring.
Yeah.
You never know, pickpocketers.
Yeah.
It was a good weekend, man. When the time came, we ended up, it was so weird. Before we went to the Empire State Building, we went to the Museum of Sex.
Okay. Interesting. Didn't know those
cool spot.
Just so close together. Okay.
Cool spot. After the museum, we go to Starbucks, and I would be like, yo, how would you feel if I proposed without your family being there?
Mm-hmm.
She was like, I ain't tripping on it. Mind you, it didn't even dawn on them, Ryan.
Let me ask you this, right? Because this is what I wanted to know, right? Because the recent discussions I've had is about proposals and how today's single ladies have a requirement list on what their proposal needs to be or needs not to be. So So did Drew give you a list of things she either wanted or did not want during a proposal?
All right. She gave me something that she wanted. I was not able to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. She wanted a flash mob. I don't even know how you
arrange
I don't even know how you do that. Right. And you know what's so funny?
Yeah.
I was taking so long to propose that she ended up saying, we don't even need a flash mob no more.
I know you've been taking all this time probably trying to get the flash mob together.
You probably been trying to figure out how this flash mob work. I'm gonna let that go.
Yeah.
Let that slide. But for all purposes, she wanted a flash mob. The one thing that I was trying to get her to do, I really wanted to go to a salon, make sure her nails was done.
Right. But that was you who was trying to make sure that. Did she say something like that?
The thing is, afterwards, she's taking the photos of the ring. She's like, I wish my nails was done. Because leading up to it, I'm like, you sure you don't want to go to the spa or something, like the salon or nothing? Like, she's like, oh, she brushing it off. Right. I don't know any other way to get her
How
in
do you get, you got to get her friends that, hey, let's all go out and do this together.
Right,
and get her on a trip or something.
Right. So, but besides that, man, she didn't, mind you, this is another reason why this is the person I chose to marry.
Yeah.
Just, and look, women should have standards.
Absolutely.
Shout out to y'all.
No question.
Shout out to y'all. But, I don't know what the word is. I don't want to offend nobody.
Yeah, go ahead, man. Say it.
It's just
Come
that
on.
she go with the flow. She wasn't picky about a lot of stuff. Like, she not a complainer.
There's a lot of
She's not a complainer.
Right.
And if she does complain to me, I know I messed up.
That's how I know
I know I did something wrong. It was my fault. If you getting up, it was my fault for real. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, she don't have too many. She doesn't have a lot of expectations. But she definitely has expectations. It's not crazy, bro.
Right.
So anyway, say all that to say, it was really just this flash mob situation.
Okay.
And I was not able to provide that in the Empire State Building.
Well, yeah, I imagine that probably would be tough to get them to the Empire State Building.
Yeah, man. We got to the top of that building.
And
I was just like, yo, I really, you know, I've been appreciating the journey we on together. You know, I said something to that extent. And I was like, I was wondering if we can keep this going. I got on my knee. You know, said, will you marry me? I don't think it clicked for a second. But then, you know, she got all emotional. She said yes. I put it on. You know, we hugging. And some dude was like, yo, I got it on camera.
Brother, do we know you?
Bruh. He's like, he got me proposing. It's like he knew.
He
said, I got it on camera. He took pictures too. I was like, shout out to you, man. You know, it was, you know, I didn't intend on this.
Right.
But it worked out.
Yeah.
Worked out. Yeah. You know, so we end up the next day we come home and we celebrated with her family with some champagne. That was funny. Drew's mother was slightly intoxicated.
Well, yeah.
She's like, congratulations. Congratulations.
Okay. So
yeah, man. Yeah.
So that's the reason why I wanted to ask that question. Is because of the fact that like I said, there's I like you said, you should definitely have a standard of what you want, and I would never have a problem with that. But obviously social media, so I take it with a grain of salt. But I see I'll see this laundry list of things like either family does or doesn't. I get the nails being done. I need my hair done. I need to be in this sort of dress. I want to be here in this. I want to be proposed to on the beach. I want to be proposed to here. I want at the Eiffel Tower. I want to be out the country on a vacation. I want to be, you know what I'm saying? It's like all of those things. And I'm like, I have no problem with you wanting what you want. But I'm like, also on the other end, there's somebody that has to make this happen. And so, and I'm like, as long as there's some sort of grace there, you know, for it. Because like you said, she wanted a flash mob. That was the one thing that she had mentioned. Is like, unfortunately, I wasn't able to get that there.
I respectfully, you know, the internet's gonna be internet,
right?
I respectfully think a lot of it is cap.
Brother, me too. But you know, so it's a good talking point.
Okay, to the fellas, like, if you put in effort, when she sees the proposal and she's shocked, she's going to say yes.
Yeah,
I wouldn't really trip if you can afford to do something that she wants to do. It's cool, but the thing about it is, like, do you really want her to see it coming? Like, if she's telling you the dream proposal and you actually do it, it's like, oh, she probably gonna see it coming.
Yeah.
You know, and you know the surprise is priceless.
Right.
For real.
Right.
Now I'm not, you know, I'm just saying. I think it's a lot of cap in that.
Right.
I think it's more, let's take the statement.
Yeah.
And think about it in the sense of, like, they really just want you to try and do something that makes her feel special.
Right.
Super
Absolutely.
special.
Yeah.
Don't ever propose on her birthday.
Okay. Yeah. That's the other thing, the dates. Right? Yeah.
Don't ever propose on her birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Don't ever propose at an event where she receives some type of achievement or award.
Now, why is that?
Ever propose. Never take the attention away from anything that has 100% to do with her.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
also, don't propose at the family events. We don't do that no more.
We don't do that no more.
We don't do that. No, we don't do that anymore. Shout out to the family members that done that. I've seen it. Thanksgiving, right. It's cool. We don't do that no more. And we also, what was I said? The family events, birthdays, special things dealing with her, such as graduations. Don't propose at the girl's graduation.
Yeah.
Also, don't propose at somebody else's.
Oh yeah, that's always been crazy to me. Proposing at somebody else's joint.
Don't propose at somebody else's wedding.
Don't propose at my wedding.
Don't propose at another engagement party.
Yeah.
Don't propose at a birthday. Hey, bro, my brother tried to play with me, bro. Shout out to Big Bro. This Bama was talking about at my daughter's birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, I might. This man just like he be joking. This man slowly gets on a knee in front of his girlfriend. I said, if you don't get your butt up,
if you don't get up.
You is not fit to propose at my daughter's birthday, bro. I'm just saying, like, pick a day that ain't got nothing to do with nothing, bro.
Yeah.
There's plenty of them.
Right.
365 in a year, bro. Pick a day.
Right.
I'm just saying, we not doing none of that. We can't. We don't do none of that, bro.
I'm with you. I got you. Okay, cool. That's Tyler's guide to proposals. You know what I'm saying? Know when and when not to do it. But obviously, Empire State Building, beautiful place to do it. Like you guys, I mean, I think that kind of speaks to you guys' relationship of, simplicity kind of on both ends.
Yeah.
It's just us here. This is what it is. Like we said before, is who is this for? This was for me and you, bro. And that's why we're the ones that's here.
And I think, you know what, as I look back on it, bro, it's a beautiful thing because at the end of the day, this marriage is between you and your partner.
Mm-hmm.
Like, half the people that show up to the engagement party, half the people that go on the baby showers, bro, they're not going to be there with you when times is hard. They're not going to be there with you when you got to have these tough conversations.
Right.
They not going to be there. It's going to be you and your partner. And look, y'all, everybody can do it how they want to do it. I just felt like it was as I look back on it, it's quite symbolic.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So with that being said, obviously now, fast forward to now, you've been married for 5 years. Has just saying yeah.
Some of y'all couldn't last a year. Yeah.
Made it through the first 5. For those of you who don't know, that's typically the hardest part to get past. That those first 5 years. What has been the biggest thing that you've learned, or your biggest takeaway from this first half decade of your whole lives together?
Communication.
Yeah, big C.
Yeah, so it's the big thing. It's the thing about it really is like as annoying as it can be.
Yeah,
like you need to double check double check to make sure your partner's saying what they're saying, bro.
Brother,
you don't want to
talk to them, man. Come on.
You don't want to make assumptions.
Yeah,
you don't want to make assumptions in marriage. You really want to make sure you are listening to your partner and making sure your partner hears what you're saying.
Yeah,
this is a lot of effort. You really don't understand. All right, fellas, for instance, football season is here, right?
It's here.
All I want to do is sit on the couch and watch college football.
Right.
Watch NFL.
Mm-hmm.
Games is on.
Right.
You feel me? My wife doesn't care that I'm watching the television.
Wow.
So when she asks me a question, and I'm still working on it, it is imperative that you put the television on mute and make sure you hear what she is asking. What you don't want to do is come back later,
right?
And be like, oh,
wait, hold on.
That's what you was saying.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You have to make sure your partner feels hurt, and then it's the whole thing of feelings.
Yeah.
Feelings is in communication as well. Making sure your partner feels hurt.
Yeah.
Not just being hurt, feels hurt. You gotta be attentive.
Mm-hmm.
So communication. paying attention to your wife. I think you kind of feel you go through waves of like, you can just tell when, you know, they not having the greatest day. Let me do something nice. Effort, man. You don't realize how much effort you got put into this until you really in it. And it's a lot of it can be small. A lot of it can be small. Like, bro, you don't have to take to Tulum all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, a lot of the effort you put in can be as simple as like, if you making coffee, make her some coffee.
Right.
Or like whatever you doing for yourself, see if she want it. You know, the first year, like, I get some food, go sit on the couch. Be like,
oh, you a wild one for that.
You ain't think I was hungry.
Right. yeah. That's one of the biggest things.
Yeah.
That's one of the biggest things that I think for me, and I think especially for any men who have been single for a very long time, when you're getting into a relationship, especially one that you're going to take seriously, consideration is something that you have to learn, because when you're single, it's just you. So like you said, I can go get up and I can go eat. and that's it. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to think about nothing else. I can go sit down and I can go watch football. There's nothing else to do. That's just it. But obviously, once you make a commitment to somebody else who's going to be a part of your life, now everything that you do, okay, you now have to consider this other party. I'm going to eat. Okay, let me make sure I'm going to go and do this. You think let me go see if she wants to come with me or not. You know, just those little things.
It's major. Especially like, all right, as a husband, you gotta put your ego aside. You gotta put your ego to the side, right? That's one of the biggest things. Put your ego away. For one, there's certain things she may be better than you at. I'm not good at hanging up pictures. I feel like I should hanging picture frames on the wall. I feel like I should know how to use this hammer and tap this into the wall.
Right.
But my wife does that way better. I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm cool with that. You gotta, hey, and also, bruh, please, fellas, please, please take a second to run through your mind what you about to say to your wife before you let it out.
These boys be shooting from the hip sometimes.
Just take a second.
Yeah.
Just take a second. Sometimes, bruh, I thank God for being just slow to speak at times, because sometimes I'm like, I'm about to say something, and then my mind be like, bro, you just did the same thing like a week ago.
Right.
Shut up. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is.
Yeah.
So a lot of times, just let for me, at least me personally, your wife love you.
Yeah.
Let some things go, bro. You don't know what type of day she having. Let it go. Yeah. Later on, you could be like, now later, I like to be like, hey, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
And this is one thing that I had to really learn to do. You're like, look, I'm not gonna lie to you. What you said the other day or a couple hours ago,
right,
it affected me.
Right.
I was a little hurt.
Yeah.
Now, I don't say that to nobody else. You ain't finna. I was a little hurt by that. I ain't gonna lie. You kind of got it, nigga. You feel me? There was something else I was gonna get to, but I forgot.
So your timing of your when you're communicating certain things is very important.
Timing of communication is very important, but also very. I feel like this word be used a lot, but being vulnerable is a real thing. Being vulnerable with your wife is a real thing. That's what I don't know about everybody else.
With your wife,
be vulnerable with your wife. Let her know how certain things make you feel. That's what I was gonna say. Here's what I recommend for the first year.
Okay.
I don't know if this is sustainable throughout marriage. I don't know if it's sustainable, but I feel like first year, you do as many things as you can together.
Okay.
I know. One on like time to yourself is important.
Yeah.
And I do believe as you grow in your marriage, you guys will give each other the time needed for you to have time to yourself. Like for instance, this morning I got up early and went for a run.
Mm-hmm.
Mind you, she probably would have came with me if we had a baby, but the fact that she even lets me leave the house and go for a run is very appreciative because it's
Right.
something that is good for me, for my soul, right? But early on, you guys want to really try and build a foundation.
Yeah.
Mind you, I was with my wife in a relationship for 10 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
That means absolutely nothing when you guys put rings on the finger. It means absolutely
it's a different
nothing.
game. Different game now.
So now, you know, of course you have a familiarity, but when we talk about marriage, I really feel like do as much as you can together.
Right.
Roll with each other to the grocery store.
Mm-hmm.
Roll with each other to different events. You know, as much as you can, do it. You know, go on walks, even if you ain't got a dog.
Mm-hmm.
Go for walks together. Be
now,
outside.
why is this important? Why is this important?
Man, you it's kind of like getting a lay of the land.
Yeah.
You know, I think that's key, and just the familiarity with one another.
Mm-hmm.
The companionship, the closeness.
Yeah.
It's very important to have that within the first year. You don't want that flame to be gone after 1 year. You want that whole year to really be a honeymoon phase. You know what I'm saying? So I really feel like doing as much as you can together, you're not only getting to know one another, but also building new experiences.
Yeah.
You're not just relying on what you guys did in the past to get where you are now.
Yeah.
You're building new experience. You got different things to laugh about because both of y'all was there.
Right.
And whatever y'all saw was hilarious. New inside jokes.
Yeah.
Keep building new things. You know, it's very important because at one, you know, you never know what's going to happen down the line.
Yeah.
So just build on it. By doing things together, you're constantly building up your marriage.
Right. Right. I got you. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. So obviously making sure, I mean, as much of that quality time as possible within that first year is super, super important. Because obviously during the bad times, you're going to need something to hang on to too, you know, because obviously it's not all going to be honeymoon. So the longer you can have that last, you know what I'm saying, it gives you something to kind of get through that second portion of it. My mom, when she came on, she talked about how marriage happens in sequences. She said probably about every 5 to 7 there's a storm, you know, and that's just that's life in general, right? You're either coming out of a storm, going through a storm, or you know, on your way to the next one. You know,
let me tell you.
Yeah,
I'll tell you about a storm.
Yeah, let's talk.
You know, 2022. My wife had a span of jobs she just did not like. Like it was bad.
Okay.
You know, she was a medical assistant for a couple different doctors. It was just, you know, mind you, she is a college educated. Right. Medical assistant. And, you know, she's trying to go to
yeah, Drew is super accomplished in his academic field. Like, she's
trying to go to pre-med.
Let's give her chops real quick.
Yeah.
Because she went to Duke, right? Also,
she did. She went to a program at Duke for a summer.
Yeah.
She was on a pre-med track.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So she was doing a lot. Like pre-med requires you to do a lot of low-end jobs that give you these hours of experience around doctors.
Yeah.
They don't really allow you to make money off of these chemistry, anatomy degrees that you got because you're trying to go pre-med.
Right.
So she's working these jobs, studying for the MCAT. And, you know, a lot of people go through this, man. The MCAT not really working. The score, it's just hard to get over that 500. You know,
right?
She was struggling with that, and man, she was just at like an impasse. I think that's the word. Where it was like, all right, maybe this lane is not for me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now at the same time when she's realizing this lane not for her job is pissing her off.
Okay.
And she was telling me for a couple days, I'm finna quit. I'm finna quit. Now, luckily, she was able to, before quitting, a good couple months. She was talking about this for months. And I was just like, look, we got bills,
Yeah.
We hang in there.
Yeah.
Hang in there, you feel me? She decided to switch occupations. She starts to get into public health. She starts learning about public health. So she gets accepted into George Mason's public health school. And so at the time, we are probably 3 months away from starting school.
Okay.
And yeah, I get home. I'm in the basement doing something. She looks at me and was like, I quit my job.
What?
Yeah, because the thing is, man. So at the time, she decided she was gonna go full time with school, but I'm thinking in my mind, I'm prepping. I got 3 months. I got 3 months, right? Brothers, man. Financially, we always think about the money.
Yeah,
I'm prepping. So when she told me that, man, I just said okay. I said okay. What else am I gonna do, right?
Now that's something that could really start a fight in a marriage.
Yeah. 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 So went to the budget, made the changes.
Yeah.
And I think the tough part about that time period is so I've always made more money with the expectation that she was gonna be a doctor and at some point start making more money. One, I had to let that go. One, I was ready to retire.
Right.
One, I had to let that go. And two, she always kept the job because she always wanted to contribute.
Right.
Another reason why I hung on to her.
Come on now.
She always wanted to contribute, regardless of how much the job was paid.
Right.
She knew she was contributing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So when she quit this job, there was like an elephant in the room. To her.
Yeah.
To her. I always told myself, and maybe it was to me too, but I always told myself, I will never hang this over her. The fact that I'm the one working, bringing in the money.
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah.
Feel what I'm saying? And so there was times there was times for some reason, she would feel like I would say something which I would never mean to be like, I'm bringing in money or something.
Right.
She'd be like, what you mean? I can't give you a direct example, but she was sometimes, you was just like, oh, what? Why don't you just go ahead and say it? Just go ahead and say it. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea.
I don't know about that.
And even if you want me to say it, I'm not going to say it.
Absolutely not. The devil.
You know what I'm saying? Like, just go ahead and say it because you bring it in the like, no, I will never say that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That came up sometimes and it was just like, I'm not finna do that. Like, we're in this, we had a joint bank account.
Right.
So this ain't like it's my money, her money, my money. That's just what we doing.
Right.
So it don't matter anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so that was tough. And she, she, even when she was going through school.
Yeah.
So for a good year, I want to say, it was just me. The funds was just on me, which we always, budgeting wise, I always based it around one check anyway. So anything extra was extra. So it was cool. It was gonna be cool. But I think it was just the tension of like her feeling like she wasn't a contributing member of the partnership, man. I think it was a tough time in regards to that. But I just had to be strong with it. Be strong.
It's interesting, right? Because you talk about how, she wanted to be a contributing member, and the fact that she wasn't at the time was a little bit tough. Now, currently, in this.
Real quick, before you. Nah, before you get into that.
Yeah.
So during this time, she was like heavy with like making lunch. She was in the kitchen.
Oh yeah.
More than she was.
Right. So still
And there was
contributed.
one time. Yeah. There was one
Always.
time.
Mm-hmm.
There was one time she made salad
Uh-huh.
for lunch.
Okay.
A little too light for the boy. You feel me?
Yeah.
A little too light.
Uh-huh.
One day, bro, I did not take that salad to work.
You left the salad at home?
I left the salad at home, bro.
Oh,
Intentionally.
Oh.
I come home, bro.
Uh-huh.
I come home and she's just kind of just like I could just feel her being irritated.
Yeah.
I forget for what, but I was like, at the time she was saying something about food, and I'm like, I just was on the grill. I cooked everything on the grill. Like I don't know what the issue right here is.
Right.
And then finally she was just like, you ain't eat the salad. From that day on, bruh. From that day on.
Yeah.
It ain't matter.
Yeah.
If I like the food, I was taking the food to work.
Take the salad.
And there be times, bruh, I'd still buy food at work.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, I gotta eat this food.
Yeah.
Gotta eat this food, wifey, bro.
Right.
Cause I ain't dealing with that. And
Right.
not again.
Right.
Could be me.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Contributions. So now what was you gonna say?
Well, because currently, there's a lot of talk in the, like I said, out here in the streets. There's seemed to be a specific group of women who would be perfectly content with not having to contribute to anything financially. Now, I don't know if that means that they'd be willing to contribute in other ways. I just never hear that part of the conversation. So as far as kind of like that, that mindset goes, it is interesting to hear that, hey, I want to be here and I want to make sure that, we're in this together and I'm doing, what I can to, to contribute, to make sure that I am a part of these things. And so that's something obviously that, because it's a partnership at the end of the day. And so that's something that obviously I can appreciate, on my end, because obviously we're, as the men in the relationship, we're looked to do, X, Y, and Z, these relationship and gender roles that everybody has decided. I mean, for me personally, I'm like, bro, we gonna get in where we fit in. You know what I'm saying? If there's something that I'm lacking in, help me. You know what I'm saying? And if there's something that you're lacking in, I'm gonna make sure I see that and I'm gonna help you. But it seems like on a generalized front, people kind of have an issue understanding what contribution to it looks like, because it doesn't always look the same from person to person. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, obviously, if you're making enough to sustain the household, cool. You know what I'm saying? We can do that. I have no problem with that. But there's got to be something else, even if it obviously reversed. Like if Drew decided that she was, she went there and then she was making everything, he was like, I can retire now. Obviously that doesn't end your contribution to that relationship. You know what I'm saying?
No. I think we're blessed. I think both of us are blessed to have had, for one, we're second generation high school sweethearts.
Yeah.
Like her parents, high school sweethearts. My parents were high school sweethearts.
Wow.
We've seen, I think I'm blessed to have in-laws who have shown kind of a newer form of marriage in a sense. So
that's fair. That's fair to say.
Yeah. My mother-in-law is a physician assistant.
Yeah.
They get money.
You
feel me? Shout out to her. She's also professor at Howard University, the real HU. You feel me?
Hey, there it is.
And my father-in-law, entrepreneur, project management, construction. So his job is very, as an entrepreneur, it's not like stability wise.
It's contract based.
You got it contract based. You got to find different contracts and stuff, and then moms provides the stability of a good job that has the benefits and things like that. So I think blessed that my wife saw that relationship on the financial end, saw the way that worked, and was like, oh, it's a team effort.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Now, my parents, it was opposite. So my pop's the one with the job. My mother was entrepreneur. She had a daycare. So either way, everybody working.
Yeah, said all that to say everybody working.
And I ain't gonna lie to you. Sometimes the way I saw my wife treated at some of the other jobs.
Yeah.
It was times I tell her, like, look, I could hold it down.
We don't even need that for real. Yeah.
That's what you don't need that for real. Now, if your lady working something and you could see this is affecting her.
Yeah.
That's different than like shorty being like, I just don't want to do nothing.
I don't want to do it. Yeah.
I don't want to do nothing.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
That's a little crazy. Now, mind you, I got married at 26.
Yeah.
25, 26, I forget. I got married at 26. I proposed at 25. Yeah. Different ages, maybe. The women in their 30s, looking for a man. I can't blame you, bro. Most of them probably been through the corporate ladder.
Yeah.
Ain't really getting the love they deserve from that.
Yeah.
And maybe they feel like, yo, I really don't deserve this. I really don't need. I really shouldn't have to be going through this. If we both are starting from the mud, hey, we got to work together.
I need you to lock in with me, baby.
Lock in. Let's lock in, man.
Yeah.
Let's do that. So, I don't want to. It sounds crazy online. It be sounding crazy. I be saying what you're saying, bro.
Yeah.
But I don't want to judge, but I feel like it depends on what this person has been through.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
And that's what I talk a lot about is that, obviously we see things growing up. Like you said, y'all were both blessed to see both parents who were married, both contributing in every way that they could. And so you either choose to accept or reject whatever it is that you saw. Y'all both saw that. Y'all both accepted that. Now, not everybody comes from that. And that's something that obviously for me, when I was kind of going through, my times, I have to be understanding of where you came from. Like I talk a lot about a young lady I was involved with back in my younger and more spry days. And her natural mode of communication was yelling. And I'm like, why are you always mad? She's like, I'm not mad. That's just how I talk. I'm like, you gotta educate me a little bit on that, because she was from the Bronx, a Puerto Rican girl from the Bronx. So I'm like, right. So I'm like, so y'all normal communication, your wake up, good morning is everybody's yelling at each other. Yeah. And so that to you is just how you have a conversation. I ain't come from that. So with that being said, I have to choose whether I'm gonna choose to understand what her language is or decide that's just not how I can communicate. So either you got to come down because I'm not coming up, or this is just not something that we can do.
It's interesting.
So it's just one of those things where, like you said, we all grow up, we all see something, and that's gonna have a large effect. And that's why I talk a lot about having grace. I'm not saying that everybody has to accept everything that somebody comes with, but
that's a great word.
Appreciate you. But the idea is to at least make the effort to understand it. I'm like, I don't think you should ever accept bad treatment from anybody, but to understand why they're acting like that, because they came from a place where something like that was normal. They came from a place where maybe the mom did all this and dad did all of this, And so they're expecting that from you, and you're like, that's not how I came up. So
That's
you
a
have
fact.
this
That's a fact.
expectation of me because of where you came from. So you guys is like, I understand that, but I can't accept it because that's just not the lifestyle that I'm going to live. So you need to go find somebody who fits that idea, or you need to get out of it. It's going to be one or the other. And I need to go find somebody who fits more for what I've decided to accept, or not. So it's that's I think the biggest issue I think that a lot of people are missing is that grace for at least attempting to understand somebody else.
Yeah. How is your relationship right now?
Hey, every day's a good day, man. That's
That's beautiful. I just want we can get back to me. We can get back to me. But
we can talk. We can talk, man.
Because real quick, man.
Yeah.
Man, I think the funny thing is at this point in my life, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm a father.
Yeah.
So everything giving grace.
Yeah.
That's probably the biggest hurdle.
Yeah.
And I know my baby she's just a baby.
Right. She's just a baby.
My Lord. I've been having to give a lot of that right
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was funny. That's funny we bring that up. So that's cool, man.
Yeah.
That's cool. Now, do you have any questions on fatherhood?
Do I have any questions on fatherhood? Man.
Well, my bad. Marriage wise, do you feel like you got everything
I think
you need from me?
I think let me see. I think that I've been grabbing nuggets from people. I for quite some time, and obviously you being somebody who's closer to my age group.
Yeah, we've had our talk.
It allows me to get a little bit of more of a modern perspective, because most of the people I know that been married for 20, 30 years. I'm like,
they give you one word of advice. One word.
Right.
Be like, what's the key? Patience.
Yeah.
All right. I guess so.
I guess. But yeah, I appreciate you, because it gives me a little bit more of a, what does it look like for us right now?
Yeah.
Because obviously, as I'm on this journey that might be a little bit longer than some people feel like it should be, but it's one of those things for me.
It's funny you say that, my brother.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny you say that.
Yeah.
If you married,
right?
What's for y'all is for y'all.
Yeah.
Don't compare your marriage to nobody else's marriage.
There it is.
Don't ever.
Yeah.
Just because somebody doing it one way, that don't mean you do it their way.
Mm-hmm.
It works for them.
Yeah.
You feel me? Stay out of their business. Mind your business.
Mind your business.
And I'm just, of course we talking about like relationship stuff, anything serious, get in there, right? You gotta do, help people. But especially if they not come to you for help.
Right.
Mind your, like, bro, I'm telling you. Because I done seen some other folk go through marriages ain't work, and it's like, don't ever let nobody else's situation affect what you got going on.
Yeah.
I promise you that. And and shout out to the people that are married that want to give you advice. You take everything with a grain of salt.
Yeah. You chew up the meat, spit out the bones.
I'm telling you, bro. I promise you.
Yeah, because the last thing that I ever wanted to do, like you talk about comparing your thing to somebody else's, is see something like that and be like, because I imagine, right, with people in your age group, people who are around you, saw you get married, maybe they felt the need to now try and maybe move that timeline up a little bit more, because they see the people around them moving like that. And I'm like, I that's not something that me personally, I feel like I should be influenced by.
Do that. A wedding will do that to you, but you gotta
stay strong.
You gotta be smart. You gotta be smart about it.
Yeah,
you gotta be smart about it. We might have lit a spark, but don't let the wedding ignite the flame.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like when you decide, like, in a moment of motivation, you decide you're going to get up tomorrow at 5 a.m. and you're going to go for this long run. You're going to work out for 2 hours. You're going to do X, Y, Z.
Prep. you ain't build your body up.
Ain't do none of this stuff to get ready for it. And then you get there and you dying. Yeah. But I've been taking the journey day by day. Because obviously, I tell everybody that I plan on doing it one time. we're gonna do this the one time and one time only. And
niggas in Paris.
I want to niggas in Paris, and I want to make sure that when I do it, it's right. So I've been blessed enough to be able to take as many nuggets from as many people as possible. But obviously, you know, like you said, you take it with a grain of salt. You take the things that kind of matter the most. I'm a baseline type of person. I understand that every tree has a root, but they all have different branches. So, you know, what you're grounded in and instilled in, that's what I'm trying to take. And then everything else from there, the way that we grow is going to be the way that we grow together. And so we got to figure that out together.
Yep.
So yeah, we're running with that, man.
Very important, man. Very important. Because remember, like I said, you know, the foundation, building your marital foundation, that's the stuff. Nobody sees the foundation. They only see the results of it.
Absolutely.
When the hurricane comes, your house still there. Solid foundation.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So it's really all what it's all about. Like, everybody don't need to know what y'all working through, what y'all working on.
Yeah.
But just make sure y'all are together.
Yeah.
Like, y'all on the same accord, same page with whatever's important.
Yeah.
That's really the gist of this whole thing, man.
That's it.
Yeah. Be on the same page.
Yeah. So yeah, man. So as we kind of wrap it up here, number one, thank you for joining me today. I appreciate you, my brother. You know, it's always a good time, you know, chopping it up.
I know, man. I know. I feel like we ain't even had like a fatherhood part, but we could get to that another day.
Oh yeah, we going.
Shout out to my daughter. She might listen to this
baby
like
Lee
15 years from now. Shout out to baby Lee.
My mother put a comment here, and I'll show it here on the screen too.
Okay.
She says, put more work into planning the marriage, the marathon, not the wedding, single event. Intentional conversations. Talk to him, mama. Talk to him, man. Plan the marriage, not the wedding.
So that's funny. That's funny you say that.
Yeah.
I always recommend premarital class to anybody that wants to get married. Regardless of whether that's through your church, through counseling, premarital class is a very important step before saying I do. Yeah. You're probably like, what does it even entail? It just makes you ask certain questions you probably never thought of. Yeah. And it's also going to give you tools that, if I'm being honest, I don't even use now, but they were very important in the first year. Yeah. In the first year, it was very important to have these certain tools to get you through certain humps, like having marital meetings. Marriage meetings. That's something I haven't done in a long time. I think I had one maybe in the last 2 years, but a marital meeting, we was doing it maybe once a month. Hey, an intentional, let's check in on each other.
Monthly evaluations.
Monthly evaluations. You feel me? That's stuff that we got from premarital class. I think it's in regards to planning for marriage, very important. I did it through my church. Our joint was 8-9 months. So we met twice a week.
Okay. Wow.
Long. But I think in the end it was worth it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So shout out Gigi, man. She gave me a couple books, actually. I wasn't a fan of that Mike Todd book, Gigi. I'm gonna let you know. Respectfully. I wouldn't recommend that. Shout out to Mike Todd. Do it. You keep doing what you're doing, brother. But the love languages, that's the book right there. Hey, and for all you who bring up love languages, I know y'all not reading the book. I know you.
You can tell they not reading the book.
I know you went online. Love languages. That's my bad. See, let me get this off.
Now, go. Come on, man. Come on.
Love languages. You need to learn your partner's love language. Yeah. And work with their love language. You feel me? For them. Right. Nobody cares what your love language is. You need to know your partner's. If your partner likes quality time, then you spend quality time with your partner. Yeah. To fill up they tank. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. Don't be out here walking around like, man, my love language gifts. Why ain't he giving me gifts? This ain't got nothing to do with you. What are you doing for them? Right. That's what the whole thing about the love language. What are you doing for your partner?
Yeah. But we're so selfish. our
That's what I'm
culture
saying,
is
bro.
so selfish that people are that because that's what people go and look for the love languages. What's mine? How do
What's
I
my no? This ain't
feel
got
love?
nothing to do with you.
Nobody wants and you know what, because I know we're supposed to be wrapping
We
up,
can
but
go
let's
on
get
forever.
into it. It's right, because they talk about I see a lot of these things about, oh, I'm not teaching anybody how to love me. But you did all that work to figure out what your love language is, and you're not willing to have that conversation, to give and receive with your partner. I don't understand how we've gotten to this place where we want to be difficult to love. I don't understand why we've gotten to the place of we want to be chasing each other around to make each other feel good. And I'm like, the only people you're chasing are the people that are running away from you.
Man,
I don't understand.
we
What are
need
we
a we
doing
need
here?
we need a marriage is very unconditional. It's an unconditional love you have for your partner.
Mhm.
You have to be prepared, especially the fellas.
Especially the fellas.
This is very important.
Talk to the gentleman, man.
You have to be prepared to do something for your woman and expect nothing in return.
Yeah. Yeah.
Expect absolutely nothing.
Mm.
Please understand that in time she will repay you.
Right.
If you know what I mean, you know what I mean.
Mhm.
She
Mhm.
will repay you.
Mhm.
But please, you have to love your wife with nothing expected back.
Mhm.
That is the toughest thing to do, but it is very rewarding.
Right. And remember, he
You know what
said
I'm
your
saying?
wife, you know, the woman you
Oh yeah,
decide
yeah.
to make
Nah,
your wife.
leading up to the relationship, I feel like that's different. Like,
Yeah.
you
I
got
just
it.
want to make
Yeah,
sure
yeah.
we understand the
No, you're
difference.
right. You're right. You gotta show some love.
Yeah.
You know. Now, if you feel like the one you found is your wife, maybe
Yeah.
you may start doing some things differently. But I'm just talking about marriage. I can't tell you about this relationship stuff. I'm out the game, but not the game too long.
Yeah.
But not the game too long, man.
Let me ask you this question, because this actually came up. This is like a big popular thing. There was this video apparently, and then after this, I'll ask you a question and we'll get out here. You know, but
All right, cool.
but
Cool.
there was this video circulating. Apparently, there were some women who were mad that a man, apparently his wife was getting jumped by like 5 women, and he stepped in and handled business. And they're like, he shouldn't be putting his hands on women. My question for you is that if you were in it, because Drew's tough. I know Drew tough. Drew get down.
Yeah, she cold with it.
Yeah, she cold with it. Brother, I remember playing football in the backyard with her growing up. She hit harder than the kids I would go to school and play football with.
She PG County, bro.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
County.
They built them different out. Shout out Cross and class of 87. Mama used to get down back there too. In a situation like that, how do you think you would handle yourself there?
Man, I gotta get my wife out of there.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever must be done to get my wife out of there. I haven't seen the video. All I can say is whatever must be done to get my wife out of there, I will do. I don't think people like, you can ask Jay. You can ask Jay. You can my homie Jay on No Clips podcast. You can ask DJ on No Clips podcast. People don't really realize how much like I don't care about nothing else except for my wife. And at this point, like my wife and my daughter, I don't care about a lot of things, bro.
Yeah.
I don't have feelings for nothing else. I'm giving it all to my marriage and my kid. Like, bruh, some things got to get certain. Some things got to be moved out the way.
Okay.
Don't take me there because I promise you, I don't care. If it ain't about my wife, it bro. You don't want me to go there,
right?
I promise you.
I'm
telling you, man.
I was looking at them I was like 5. Y'all telling me, because my thing was
I got to run in there and scoop her up.
Yeah, I'm like,
we out.
My thing was like, I'm like, regardless of what my morals and values are, the consequences of, because I got to go back home with her after. So if I go and watch her get jumped by 5 women and don't touch them because of chivalry, and don't come and rescue her because of chivalry, I have to live with her after that.
Now we're not finna go like back to back and do some like rush hour type. We're not about to do that. We're not about to do that. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
But I'm going to scoop her up. We out. Whatever got to be done. Whatever got to be done to get her out.
To get her out. That's the focus, getting her out of
here.
Yeah,
that's a fact.
I'm with you. Okay, just thought, you know, that's a trending thing right now. I just thought I'd get your perspective on it. Whatever needs to be done will be done.
Yeah.
I'm with you. All right, so so to wrap it up, I mean, one of the big things you talked about here is being with somebody who gives you the ability to be able to be yourself. Obviously, other things like communication, consideration, and effort. CCE, I'm going to have to implement that somewhere. Communication, consideration, and effort. That's going to be tattooed somewhere, but I think that's going to be a part of it going forward. But I think that one of the biggest things that I love about you and Drew's story is about how it started. Because obviously, that story of you saw them over there dancing, you jumped in there, and I'm like, that there's no truer expression of you being you, me being me, and that's exactly how you know what I'm saying. It's not one of those things. I went to see you at a bar to go and pick you up. It's the truest expression of that, of, you know, me being me, you being you, and we decided that we liked it after that. You know what I'm saying? And decided to continue from there. So the importance of being with somebody who allows you to be yourself. One of my biggest proponents is two things. Number one, love is finding your type of crazy and deciding that you're okay with it forever. And then also finding the person that you're gonna be willing to dance with until it's all over. And that's those are kind of my biggest things. But like you talked about, having somebody who's allowing you to lean into you being yourself. For you, I guess, as you kind of go on this journey, and obviously you got a lot of journey to go. How would you recommend for people who are kind of getting into this thing? I guess how exactly to stay true and stay transparent as possible while in these things, because I think it becomes very easy to try and please somebody because you do love them and you want to be everything that they want you to be, but not all the time is that you. So what do you feel like is kind of the most important foundation or stepping stone to make sure that throughout that you guys still stay exactly who you are, to let the love grow from there?
Okay. Well, I think both partners should be willing to grow.
Yeah.
I think you can't expect for your partner to not rub off on you.
Yeah.
I think it's a lot of it is personal, right?
Yeah.
You want to be yourself, but I also understand that, like, being around her, like, made me want to be better.
Yeah.
But in regards to staying transparent, man, that's a good question. I never thought about it in that sense. I just feel like I've always had someone that I've known when I'm like, bro, you know when you're doing something outside of the scope of who you are.
Right.
You know you're doing something that's like, bro, this don't
feel like me.
This don't feel like me.
Mm-hmm.
But also, I think it's cool to have somebody who allows you to go through your own journeys.
Yeah.
Right. For a long time, I did not dress well. I did not dress well.
Okay.
Like, I didn't have a sense of style to myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would struggle to go in my closet and be like, what the heck am I putting on?
Right.
This should be easier, you know? And she kind of just let me, I just figured it out. Like, on YouTube, and I spent a lot of time doing that. Right. But like, once again, I feel like this comes with communication, like letting them know, like, this is what I'm on right now.
Yeah.
This is what I'm doing. This is what I'm trying to do. Yeah. I'm really trying to figure things out. I'm trying to do this, that, and the third. And then the more you let them know what you doing on a personal level, next thing you know, it's like, oh, you know, thing with the clothes. Like, hey, oh, I see you shopping at Uniqlo. Birthday coming around. Hey, what's that store you like again?
Yeah.
Anything you want from there? It's really like letting them know. You know, it always comes back to communication. But when you on your own personal journeys, you on your own different things, don't hold it. Don't keep it inside.
Right. Yeah.
Let it be known.
Yeah.
This is what I'm on.
Yeah.
You know, I can only imagine Cam Newton's lady. You know, Cam Newton be like, I'm on this hat shit. I'm doing this weird hat stuff right now.
Big hat.
Yeah, big hat.
Mm-hmm.
And she's just like, you know, because I'm telling you, somebody gonna ask your partner, well, bro, what they on right now?
Right.
Hey, bro, that's his thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. At least, you know what I'm saying? Because when your partner is full confidence with it, you even more confident.
Yeah.
Right? Because nothing worse than you do something your partner like, I don't know about that nigga. Now you looking crazy.
You're right. Right.
Now you feel crazy. Not only you doing something crazy, you feel crazy because the person you with ain't even approving this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So once again, I feel like it just comes down to like constantly of course you getting to know yourself,
right?
But that's a conversation you can have with especially the person you're married to.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's a conversation you have about yourself. Like, yo, I'm really into this right now.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me?
Yeah.
And it's cool.
Yeah.
You know, so I feel like that's my best way to answer that question.
Got you. Yeah, man. I got you. So yeah, communicating that where you are, and then obviously, you know, you guys chop it up. You guys get able to be transparent with each other about what current state you're in, and you guys just kind of moving from there, and it allows that comfortability for you guys to be able to move together in that space. Because obviously, like we talk about all the time, that these relationships are two people that are growing separately while growing together all at the same time.
Hey,
you know,
I know this is a little random, bro. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
You and your sister, y'all are some twins, bro. Y'all are some freaking twins, bro. Like the way you break down what I be saying. Now, when we had Lena on the podcast, she did the same thing, bro.
Yeah.
I'll be like, this is freaky. This is absolutely freaky. Bye. Shout out to Lena.
Yeah.
Y'all check out her Substack. Check out her Substack. Growth Therapy. Mm-hmm. That is not it. That is not it. I forgot the name.
Right, we'll have to get the name on that.
Taste and See.
Taste
and See Therapy. She got a Substack, man. Some great content on there. Great reads. But man, you two are twins for real.
Yeah.
Shout out to them. This is absurd.
So Tyler, man, I appreciate you joining me. I know we might at some point we'll probably get Selena on here.
Y'all.
Yeah. I think that would be a lot of fun.
Hey, CJ, thank you for having me on.
Yes,
for real. I don't talk much about my marriage, mind you, because I mind my business, as I like to say. But whenever I'm always willing to just talk about all of this stuff, man. Cause I love my marriage.
Yeah. And that's important that you love your marriage. Very important that you love your marriage, man. I appreciate you joining me, man. Brother, like I said, it's always a good time. Guys, go check out the No Clearance podcast. That's where you can find him. You guys do weekly episodes, right?
Weekly episodes, man. I think we drop it on Fridays now.
Okay.
But we got a ridiculous catalog.
Yeah, y'all got a lot of.
We got a ridiculous catalog, man. Go through, check out the episodes. I like what we got now, but I'm also a fan of the early ones too. So if you ever we got a lot of album reviews.
Yeah.
CJ was on the Bryson Tiller.
Trap Soul, baby.
Trap Soul.
Yeah.
Make sure you check out the Trap Soul episode. Yeah.
So guys, make sure to go check out the No Clearance podcast. Tyler, thank you again for joining me today. Ladies and gentlemen, we will see you next week here on the Real Deal podcast. Go hug somebody you love today. Have a good night.